Hey guys, how's it going? So a real quick update before we get into this, for those of you that want to find out what's going on with your stuff. Currently I finished up the first kind of batch of SK23s that I had. I've got some prototype stuff that I'm working on, and I've always got to be working on prototype stuff. Got a couple of people say, hey, why are you working on that when you should be working on my stuff? Well, I got to keep money coming in. I got to keep current. I got to pay current bills, guys. So I've got a list of pimp jobs that still need to be done. I started off the year with having 100, and I'm down to 60. So I'm still working on it. If you guys only follow me on YouTube, you're not seeing everything that I'm doing on Instagram. And even on Instagram, I'm not posting everything that I do. I'm only trying to post new stuff. I got an email from a guy who says, hey, are you doing pimp jobs anymore? Yeah, actually I am, but I only show a paramilitary tube so many times, or a Boker Quakin so many times. After that, it's redundant. I just try and post new stuff. So don't think I haven't been doing them. I have been. I actually spend about 5 days a week doing current backlog orders, pimp jobs, that kind of stuff. And I try and spend my weekends, my 2 days that I should be off, like most of you people, doing new stuff, prototypes. These SK23s, these were done on times that I should have been relaxing like most other people. So just so you know, I'm keeping them going. I want to try and get them done and out of here as soon as I can, because although I love doing pimp jobs, and that's why most of you started following me, I really want to do knives, and I need to concentrate on that. So I'm trying to get the pimp jobs done, and I'm down to about 60, which is pretty good for where I started off at the beginning of the year. And right now, like I said, this is the last SK23 that I did a little batch. I bought enough hardware to do I think 9. I bought enough buttons to do 9. So those things I don't manufacture myself. I get the hardware, the pivots, and the buttons from somebody else. Everything else I do myself. So in the meantime, I have been taking pre-orders, deposits, $100 non-refundable deposits, and also investors. Investors is $500. The normal price is $600. So I give you a $100 discount if you can pay up front the full $500. That helps me out, helps me buy material, end mills, drill presses, things that I need to get up and going. But the regular deposit, if you just want to do a deposit, it's $100 out of a total of $600, and then you pay the other $500 when your knife's done. And if you want to check out more information on that, just check out my website underneath the Knives tab. But that's going to be closing ASAP, the latest by the end of this current week that this was posted. I posted something on Instagram saying that the books are closing. That's true. So I got a couple of spots left open. Once those are filled, I'm going to close the books. Then I'm going to work on those knives, getting those customers done. And then after that, I really want to just build and put them up for sale. Send them to a dealer. Do raffles, lottos, whatever. So I don't want to have books forever. I know a lot of you guys like to get in the books and that kind of thing, but it's really draining on me trying to keep track of everybody and taking orders, and that consumes probably 25 to 30% of my current time that I should be grinding knives. So the less I could be doing paperwork and emails and that kind of thing, the more time I could be grinding, the more knives I can make for you guys. So at any rate, this is the last one for a little while. Like I said, then I'm going to do I'm jumping around. And I'm going to do a batch of, I'm going to go back and do a lot of my pimp jobs while I'm getting all the material and that kind of stuff ready for the next batch. So I finally got my packaging kind of where I wanted it. I've been including some HDCI formula for, to take care of your new blade. I really like this stuff. So if you've never had it or tried it, that's why I'm sending you a little sample so that you get an opportunity to try it out, and then if you want more, you can get a hold of them and buy more. The packaging, the boxes were actually kind of hard to find. They have a lot of these, and like Hinder, and everybody uses these things. But they usually use the taller ones, like 2 inches tall. And those don't fit in the small flat rate priority boxes, which is what I want to use. So I actually called up, I think I got these from Uline. Called them up, gave them my specs that I wanted, and they actually had a shorter version. I just couldn't find it on their website. So I ordered a whole bunch of these. I also, from Vistaprint, where I get my business cards from, I had them do up some decals. I want to do the larger size next time, but I wanted to have a decal on the top of the box so you could look right at it and know what's in it. And then on the inside, I went off and got some Made in the USA stickers. I figured it was, you know, it's important. And it should say it somewhere. I don't have it on the knife or anything, so I figured just a sticker on the inside of the box. Nice little touch. Then the cases, I'm having these cases made specifically, you know, how I want them for the size. I wanted something narrow, not overly big, so that your knife is just kind of floating around in there. Something that could fit down in your pocket, like if you were, say if one of my knives is a safe queen for you. You know, every guy's different. You could throw it in your pocket if you wanted to go over to a buddy's house and show them, or if you wanted to go camping or something, you wanted to take your knife with you, you could throw it in this and just throw it in your, you know, your duffel bag or whatever. So I thought the case was a nice thing. I looked into hard cases, but most people, if you get a hard case, unless it's a safe queen, you don't use it. The hard case goes in a box and you never use it. So I figured at least this way you might actually get some use out of it. And these are made locally. They're not made by me. I just don't have the time. So I have a local friend that does sewing and all that kind of thing. So she's making me these cases for me. And if any of you guys want them, I will sell them to you. They're $10 a piece plus shipping. So I've had a couple of guys order like 12 or 15 of these. And they come in a couple of different colors. I think I've got like foliage green and OD green and plus black, but black's my favorite. And then they're felt lined, well, wool lined, sorry. So here's the latest one. This one is, I just had to do a YouTube video on it because it's so damn cool. So if you guys don't know a lot of my background, I used to be a product designer. I worked for a kitchen cabinet, well, the largest kitchen cabinet company in the world for 15 years. And I did a lot of trending, product design, and finished development was kind of my strong area. So I worked on a lot of distress techniques. I came up with the distressing techniques. I went out and showed the guys out on the floor how to do them. So I was kind of the leader in our company for doing distressing. So this has been on my want to do list forever. And you know, if you guys have, you know, I don't know how much you guys track trends, but I track them. So one of the trends that was kind of big even now in knife making is called steampunk. Now steampunk's been around for a while. I was tracking it probably 8 years ago before anybody even knew. You know, you said steampunk, they'd laugh at you. But today, you know, they're like movies like Hellboy and that kind of thing, very steampunkish, BioShock for video games. But now I'm seeing kind of the trend going more futuristic. You know, Halo, Guardians of the Galaxy is one that really stood out to me. So I wanted to make a knife that wasn't steampunkish, but that was futuristic, worn, distressed. You know, a lot of people say nuked or Fallout, but to me those things say present time, not future time. And even there's a couple of companies that are doing this kind of a finish right now. Actually, there's a bunch of companies that are doing this finish right now. But there's Blow Deadline Customs. They do a lot of this stuff on guns and that type of thing. So if you like this and hey, you want to have your AR done, get a hold of them. They kind of, I think they started the name of Battle Worn. They call this finish Battle Worn. I'm not sure if they started it or not, but it's kind of out there. Everybody's using it. It's not proprietary to them. But that's kind of who I see a lot of it coming from. And to me, even that term Battle Worn is very even now. You know, that to me that says like OD green and desert tan and then distressed. I'm trying to go for a futuristic look. I don't really have a name for it yet. Worst comes to worst, I'll call it battle worn, just because that terminology is already out there. But at any rate, so this has been physically distressed. You can see I've beat the shit out of it. And then coated it with a couple of different colors, and then distressed, worn through the finish. So the handles have got a red, obviously the backspacer is blue, a little contrast there. Even the blade, the flipper tab I beat up. The back of the blade has got some, you know, battle scars. So this is the SK23, which is a button release compression lock flipper. The compression lock part of it is licensed by Spyderco. It's not an auto. It's still a front flipper. So it flips. Then when it's flipped, this button comes up because the lock bar comes up. So now the button is protruding, and you press the button to close it. And when the button's not activated, it still sticks up just a little tiny bit. But I can make that flush if you want it. But right now it's hardly. I mean, it's up just as much as this pivot screw is here. The pivot screws have been flame anodized and distressed. Pocket clip's been distressed. I love this knife. I absolutely love this knife. So this is S30V blade steel, acid stone washed. I even did a little bit of a fading here on the front edge of the acid stone wash to kind of look like it's been worn, like it's been used. Because a lot of time, I mean, the acid stone wash looks cool, but once you start using it, you'll start to get scuffs on it. So I already started that process so that they kind of all blend in. Love this knife. So this is the SK23. I've got several other plans. I've got an SK45, which is a frame lock. I've got a SK23 Bally, which is going to be a balisong. There's a bunch of stuff. So if you want to check out some of my current details and whatnot on my, just check out my website underneath the knives tab. We'll give you that information. And so far this thing has been extremely well received. Everybody that's gotten it loves it, at least far as well as I know, at least from what they're telling me. I love it. I don't have one. I've got a prototype. You know, here's the prototype that it started out from, if you haven't seen it in the past. A little bit different, and this is kind of jacked up here, but you know, it's a prototype, that's what it's made for. But it still functions great. Polished spine. This is my antique bronze anodizing. It's kind of gray and then edges and bronze stone washing. I call that my antique finish. So that's the prototype, and then this is where we're at now. And so we've got a couple of different milling patterns that I've tried out. I think this one's my favorite. I had to play around with the spacing on these three to get them equally over here on these, and I can't go too far in because then I start to hit the cutout for the lock bar. Really like this for the backspacer detail. Then I got 3 holes there, countersunk. Love this knife, absolutely love it. And then it comes with you know, a business card and a card of authenticity, signed. So, and somebody even told me, you know, they're like, you know, my packaging, you know, I do so much for my packaging, you know, am I trying to compensate because it's a not a very well made knife or whatever? No, I just, you know, some guys, they'll get like a $2,000 custom and it'll be wrapped up in a towel. That's just how guys want to do their stuff. Me personally, my background came as a product designer. I was part of the marketing team. You know, all of the little tiny things everything was taken into consideration. Packaging, everything. So when I look at a project, I look at everything. I look at the packaging, you know, what does it need to come with? What would I want as a consumer when it comes to me? So this is, you know, this is probably above and beyond what most people do, but it's who I am. That's me. So this is the way it's going to be. I'm not going to try and cut corners or whatever to be like somebody else. I want things done so that when I send that knife out in its packaging, all ready to go, that I'm just picturing somebody on the other side going, ooh, and opening up. Oh, well, that's cool. I haven't got to try that out. Well, this is good for me to put this in. And some guys might go, well, I don't need this, and throw it away. I don't know. I'm trying to picture the best scenario possible and just do the best I can, guys. It's a great quality knife. They're going to start off at like the $600 price range. The Cerakote is going to be extra. And it was a ton of freaking work. So extra, I mean like probably like $150 or somewhere in there. I'm still trying to figure out pricing. It may depend on how many colors you want. Like this has got 3 colors, black, red, and blue. So I might do like a 1 color for $125 and $30 for each additional color. You know, I don't know. I also did a couple of brew keys up. Or no, Smock keys, sorry. Yeah, so these are the Smock keys. Had a couple of these anodized, and then I figured, hey, let's Cerakote them. So we Cerakoted them, did them in the exact same thing. These I sold for $100, $105, somewhere in there each. I had 3 of them up for sale. And then this one here is a giveaway. This one is a Instagram follower giveaway. So if you're on Instagram, you haven't been on there, you haven't checked it in a while, you know, I might even do the drawing later today. I don't know. Maybe I'll wait till tomorrow or something so that this video can go up. But if you want to get in on that, check my post. You got to repost, follow me, follow CD Archery, which is the company, family company that I designed for. So anyhow, these are really cool, and I'm going to do them in different colors. You know, I did one of these in blue. I want to do some stuff in toxic green and that kind of thing. So, and if you want to order one, you can order one, but they're going to be, you know, anywhere between $100 and $125, somewhere in that price range. Also, I've got some titanium dice that I'm anodizing for Flytanium. They're a company that makes titanium handles for the Benchmade knives, the Balisongs replacement handles, and they're doing these dice. So he sent me some of these to anodize. So I'm anodizing some of them in a couple of different finishes. These will probably get sent out today back to him. So if you see this and you want titanium dice, you know, get a hold of Flytanium. And that's pretty much it, I believe, guys. That's an awful long video. Sorry for the long rant and all. But I don't get a chance to stop and do YouTube videos very often. This week I'm on jury duty. So I'm recording this in the evening after jury duty, trying to get some things accomplished while I can. Not much shop work going on. Oh, one more thing. Ha! Sorry, guys. I got a McGregor Customs wallet. I ordered this or requested it a long time ago, and I completely forgot that I had actually, you know, I was on his books and I forgot. And he says, "Hey, I'm doing your wallet." I'm like, awesome. So this is a leather handmade. Put my logo in there. McGregor Customs with a carbon fiber pocket clip. My name up there. This thing's awesome. I love it. So he's got a long wait time. He's on Instagram. I'm sure he's probably got a website. So if you want to check him out, by all means, go check him out. Awesome wallet. Okay, that's it, guys. I'm trying to get in as much stuff as I can, and I will talk to you later.